channel Sally here. I have to channel Sally in just a moment. Let's see, good question.
Sally could have worked for a news station. She's a very good interviewer, meaning always asking all these questions. What would Hashan say?
It was really interesting last time when you were telling stories about Erich, from your understanding of him. If you had more of those to tell, that was really fascinating. Because you have a whole different perspective because of your relationship with him.
Personality for us. He was my elder brother, and of course he was Baba's one of the main pillars of Baba's work. So we looked to him for many things. Conducted his life, the way he was living his life, it was a living example to us how to follow Baba.
You can come in. Feel free to come in. Just take your shoes off.
Baba left for the new life, he took all the close ones with him and the new life, including Erich. And when Baba was to leave, he had announced before that when he left, he would never be able to see him again physically. Not only him, but all those who were with him, we have to sever all physical connection with them. So it was a very difficult situation for all of us. So when it was all announced that Baba would be leaving, before leaving for the new life, Baba had come to our house, Bindra house in Pune. It was a very solemn occasion for us. Baba came, he met us all, and with him Meheraj was there. He told us that he's come here for the last time, that hereafter we'll never see him again physically, that all external contact, all external connections with him will be cut off forever now. But the internal links will be there. So he left with instructions to all of us how to carry on, how to be with him internally. So our whole family was always dependent on Baba for maintenance and everything. We had renounced everything and had joined the ashram. And it was Baba who sent us to Bindra House. So we were staying there, and Baba used to come to our house because it was Baba's second home there in Pune. So whenever he passed by Pune, he would drop into our house. That day he says, "This is the last time I'm coming here in this physical form. You won't see me again. But be rest assured I shall be with you." And it was quite a grim occasion. And
Why did he have to put everyone through that? Why didn't he just say, "I'll be back in a few years, just relax"? And
who would dare to ask him anything? when he did come back, who could ask him that?
yeah.
It was his wish and will that we never questioned Baba in any manner whatsoever. Whatever he would say, we just accepted that. That was all the constant refrain for all who followed Baba, that they never questioned anything. Because it's absurd to question him. He's the all-knowing, perfect one. And who are we to question him about it?
Can you talk more about what internal links means, what he told you to strengthen internal links, and what that experience was?
No, to carry on the way we were carrying on as of now. And to whatever orders that he had given us, we should faithfully abide by them. Then, as I was telling you, we were totally dependent upon him. So, for even our day-to-day existence, we were depending on him. We had no means of support except that my dad had a little pension. He had served in the government for many years, and he had a small pension. So Baba said that hereafter you will all have to be very careful about your expenses. I shall not be able to help you anymore. So he asked my sister and sister-in-law to take up some job in offices and try to support the family. And my dad was getting old, so he told my dad that you have to now look after them, and they will also help you in doing this. So this was how it was.
So you hadn't started working yourself at that point?
No, I was still going in for studies. So I had to finish my college education.
How old were you then in 1949?
19.
I was, I think, 19 years. I hadn't yet graduated. I was in the science stream and was studying in college when Baba left. So he told me to study and get through my thing, but at the same time he said that I should also look after the family. So this is what he was telling us all. When he was there, before leaving, he tells my sister, "Come on, show me where all your grains are stocked." So he went into the grains and where we had our little stores, and he asked my sister Manu to open each box and would passed his hands through it.
Wow.
All the year. And he tells her that do one thing, don't ever empty this out completely. For sugar and meat and all that we used to store. He says, keep some and keep adding to it.
Wow, so the part he had touched was
Yeah.
remained. Oh, nice. Yeah.
So that's how he was leaving his touch to
know that those stories about when food ran low in some gathering for Baba, and that pots would magically kind of replenish?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you have that happen with your stores?
Yeah, it happened long many years before that.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll tell you about that. So, this is what he was doing. Then he came out, he told my dad to take care and not to worry, everything will be fine. And that my nazar will be on you all. And carry on with your life. Then while leaving, Baba sat in the car, so he calls me close and says, look, I'm taking Erich along with me. He will be my constant companion in the new life, helping me. So I want you to look after the family while you are undergoing education, fine, but take care. It will be your duty to look after the family, and Erich's duty will be to look after me. So Baba was very practical in everything that he did. So he was making arrangements. So, and he tells me, you keep an eye on the family and support them. Yeah. This is this thing he told me before party.
Did it feel like a big burden? Or?
Nothing. Baba said that, yes, Baba. When he gives you some things, he helps. It's not just this. We know that he will be the one who will be helping us to do it. And Baba gave an order. He also helped us to obey him in that way. So this is how he left. And it was sort of a very grim moment for all of us. It was when he had announced about the new life, it was like an atomic explosion to the Baba world. No connection thereafter. So it was quite a strong statement that he had made. And then he left. And then for several years he had no contact. And one of his main orders was that if we ever came across him on the roads or streets, we would have to turn our heads and go away from the place without trying to see him. So that was the standing order to us, that we should never see him, never try to see him. And that even if we came across him anywhere, that we were to turn our faces away and walk away. So after he had left, and a month or so later, I was doing marketing for the family. I used to go to the market to get provisions, vegetables and all that. So while I was in the market, we have a big market in Pune, and in the market were stalls, and outside also there were small stalls. Those outside stalls would be cheaper. So I went to the backside of the market to see if I could get some cheap vegetables or something. And there was a road that went behind the market. And I looked up, and there I saw Baba and some of the mandali, and they were walking briskly up a street behind the market. When I saw that, I was very much shocked that I saw Baba like that, and that I just turned my head and ran back into the market without giving another thought to it. This was how we tried to follow.
This was Shivaji market?
Yeah, you know the story. Yeah, Baba Jan.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
I've
a
been to
road.
that. Yeah,
Huh?
I've been to that one. Yeah.
When was it? After many months. Couple of months maybe. He was, and what I saw was that he had walked up the street and there was a Mastani there on the street, on the side, on the curb, and full of maka all around, and she was sitting on that, and Baba was trying to contact her. I saw that and I just fled from the scene. And I actually felt unhappy that I was able to see Baba there.
Wow.
That was the feeling. And then of course Baba continued in his own life. Many things happened. And even before Baba left for the new life, I don't know if I've described that situation to you. When my dad and Manu, my sister Manu, they were called for the meetings in the new life. And there Baba had given all these announcements of going to the new life, all the orders that they would have to follow there, those who were to be his companions, and those who were to stay behind, what they should do. And my dad was there and Manu was there. And it was quite a serious series of meetings Baba had held at Meherabad. So after all that was done, both my dad and sister returned to Indra House and they gave us all the news of what happened. And my dad was feeling very, very upset because not only did he miss Baba, but he missed Terach also, because Baba said there will be no further contact. So he was also in a very sullen and sad mood after the meeting. This is before Baba came to see us before leaving. I'm giving you an idea of how serious the situation was. So they came back. We were all there now, making all necessary preparations. And Baba had said that he would come and see us before going. Just at that time, one day we were having lunch together on the table, and my dad was in a very sullen mood. And we were all eating lunch together, as was the custom. And Manu that day, I don't know what got into her. She was having curry, and she was serving a curry. And my dad didn't like such manners on the table. And so he just tells her, stop that slurping and don't do that. So she just ignores them and continues to do that. And my dad got suddenly upset and got up and gave her a tight slap on the face, which he had never done before in his lifetime. He was in that very agitated mood. I'm giving you an idea of how grim the situation was for the family. So he slaps her, and then he sits down and begins to sob loudly on the table, and like a small child, which he had never done before. So he gets up then, leaves the lunch half eaten, goes and sits near our toilet outside on the floor. stunned about what's wrong with him. So, giving you an idea of how grim the atmosphere was, how seriously we took it. So then I went to him and I consoled him and said, Dad, come on, let's go back and have lunch. And he wouldn't come. Then I somehow coaxed him to come back. And he quietened down. So that's how serious it was.
Was your mother there?
Yeah. Then Baba came and he left. And Manu and my sister-in-law, Korshed, Erich's wife, they both took up coaching classes for typing in shorthand to get proficient in that so that they could apply for some job elsewhere in offices. But my dad was telling Mama that I'm not going to allow my daughter to work outside and earn. I'll do whatever I can to help the family, but I don't want her to go out. But my sister-in-law was saying I would like to go and work. So he didn't interfere with her, but he wouldn't allow Manu to go.
Even with Baba's order?
Huh?
Wasn't it Baba's order for them to go find
No,
him?
he said that if there was need, you can go, but I'll try to provide for you. I don't like her to work and be living off her earnings. That's how he felt. So in order to please her, Manu didn't go for any job. Korshed, her name was Korshed, my sister-in-law. She took up an office appointment and began to earn money and spend for herself also and give to the family also. This is how we went. Then after the new life was over, Baba came back and there was a very happy reunion. Yes. And when did Baba come back? 1952. Yeah.
That meeting in Mahabaleshwar, was that the first time you knew he wasn't going to be going away forever?
1951, there was a meeting for one day. Baba was stepping back into the old life. And he had called all his close ones to come and be there in Mahabaleshwar. And I was one of the people who was called. But there was a stipulation he made that if you only can conveniently come without jeopardizing your jobs or your duties, only then they should come. So unfortunately, on that very day, it was the 16th of October, on that very day I had my exams, so I couldn't go.
Wow. But was that when you realized he wasn't going to leave you forever?
No, it was just give some message to his old life people, and it's all there recorded here, what the meeting was, and that's where he gave that sermon, beautiful message. As like Jesus did Sermon on the Mount, this was also a Sermon on the Mount. It was Mahabaleshwar, a mountainous area. So it was Baba's sermon. And he personally handed over a Xerox copy of this message to all who had attended, and thus circulated among all Baba lovers all over. Beautiful message. And from there Baba continued with his new life. And then the first time that I saw Baba in the new life was when Baba had entered a very deep phase that he wanted to be totally undisturbed, and because of that, in Mahabaleshwar, Baba was staying. There was a room in the outhouses, and there was, it was, I think, Aga Khan Palace or something. And one of the outhouses, Baba wanted to sit in seclusion there, and Baba wanted to sit there, but it had all glass panes and all. So Baba wanted a hut to be built in the room. So a straw hut was built, and Baba entered in that room so that nobody could see what he was doing, what work, what vowed work he was up to. So at that time, when he went into seclusion, for the first 15 days, Baba said it would be extremely intense, that it would have a lot of effect upon his body. So Baba went to this seclusion, and at one time the work burden was so severe that Baba suddenly came out of the hut, it is said, and the people, the Mandli were there, Adi and all, I think, had gone, they had been called, and they described the situation that when Baba came out of the hut, he was panting and exhausted. And then he said that I felt as if I should end all this and get out of creation. Yeah. Something very severe, some workload he had taken upon himself. So this was the intensity of the seclusion. Then Baba said that as the work was having great effect upon his body, he wanted a change of scene. And so he said that, send word to Pune that I would like to come and be in Pune for a month, for a change of scene. I'll still be in seclusion, but it will be a little different. So that's when the telegram came to us, and we then had to search a bungalow for Baba at a very short notice, because Baba wanted something to stay in Pune for a month. So we desperately searched for places, and that's the time when we got Guru Prasad
Wow.
for the first time.
Which year?
1951. So 5 years, I think, before Baba came back. So in 1951, Baba came to Guru Prasad for the first time.
So were you happy searching, knowing you would see him again?
Yeah, so getting Guru Prasad was a big story.
Yeah.
It was not easy. And we got that with great difficulty. And Baba came, and all those who had helped to get this accommodation for Baba were then called. And that's the first time I saw Baba after he entered the new life. So 49, 50, 51 years. of the Maharani of Baroda. So the main building was there, and then there was an outhouse where that also was available at that time. And the men Mandri was staying in that outhouse, and the women with Baba in the main palace. So he came to that outhouse where the Mandri were there, and we had been called there. We sat there in the room and Baba came, and that's the first time I saw him. And I was so shocked to see his physical condition. He was totally emaciated, and the severe work that he was doing in New Life had told upon his body. And then this intense seclusion, all that, with all that, he was having a great deal of trouble with piles. So his condition was so severe, there was constant throbbing in the rectum. So, and Baba had become so frail and thin, and when we saw him, we were really shocked to see Baba in that condition. And the pain was so intense that he couldn't even sit, because sitting caused a lot of discomfort to him. So when he came, he stood in the doorway with his hands supporting him, and he wouldn't allow us to stand up. He would keep seated because of my pain in the back and rectum. I can't sit. So he kept standing all the while. And seeing our grim mood, he begins to tell. There was Dr. Nilu. I don't know if you all know him. He was one of the New Life companions of Baba. He was a doctor, and he was quite stout and healthy. So Baba says, see, all of us are so thin, and he's as fat as ever. And he then tells Nilu to recount some humorous story that he had heard. Just to lighten our mood, Nilu tells them the story of a fat man who was following a master of old. So Nilu was recounting all this story and embellishing it a lot to make us laugh. All the while we felt so uncomfortable. And Baba was here himself in such great discomfort and wanting to make us feel cheerful. He's doing this humorous story. It went on, and I was hoping that it would end soon, that we should go away from here quickly. Baba was suffering a lot. So that was the first time that we saw Baba in the New Life.
Wow.
He was in a very, very bad physical condition. And then, of course, we left. Baba embraced us all. And then we didn't see him again until he finished his New Life work.
Well, he looked so radiant in the fiery free life when he went down to Andhra.
And of course,
he just recovered that quickly.
that was all gone.
Wow.
He came back. When he came back from New Life, he again came to our house because Mera insisted that Baba should have dentures. So my dad was told to contact a good dentist for getting Baba's dentures. So he had arranged for the topmost dentist in Pune. And Baba came, and he was staying with us in the house, just like old days. We were all happy to have him back. And Baba went to this dentist, and the dentist took Baba's measurement and took the cast mold and all that, and he tells my dad, I'll make a very good pair of dentures for Baba. They'll be very light and nobody will feel as if they are artificial teeth. It will be very natural. So Baba was happy with what he said. I'll make them special platinum and all that. Something very sophisticated. So Baba gave the measurement, came back. My dad was there with the dentist and he was very practical. So he said, Doctor, how much is it going to cost? And he gave a big fee for it, 600 rupees. At that time, 600 was a fortune for us. So he said, so much. And yes, he said, these are very special things that I am making and they are going to cost that. So he came away. Then Baba asked him how much was it going to cost, and Papa said, asking a very fabulous amount, Baba. Baba said, never mind, let us get it done. Then Baba went, that fellow had prepared the dentures, he put it on Baba, got them adjusted, several sittings. But what my dad noticed was that it was platinum. It was something else. So he didn't mention anything before Baba did. But after Baba had taken the dentures and left, Baba sent him to make the payment. My dad went there, and when he went there, he told the doctor, Doctor, you said platinum, but there was no platinum. So he said, yes, I changed my mind and I thought that those would be rather heavy. So I did these. But then he said, what about the cost? He started to bargain. This is too much. So he bargained for it and got it down to about 400 rupees or something. And paid that money and came. Baba tells him, I will settle the bill with him. My dad says, yes, Baba, but what happened? Baba says, you shouldn't have done that. Why, Baba, why? No, give it. Go and give it back. My dad very grudgingly goes back and pays him back the remaining amount. He says, no, he has sent this money back to you. That's how practical my dad was.
Which year was that?
1952. Just before he went to the tour of the West and met with the accident there. That was...
So it was in the 56 accident in India that he hurt his mouth with those dentures?
That
No,
was
52.
second
It was the
accident.
52 one.
He's
Oh.
talking about 52.
Oh, but that's when he hurt his mouth with the
Yeah, his
dentures?
nose was smashed up. The dentures that he was wearing, he had removed the bottom dentures because they were hurting him there. So those went into his tongue and his tongue got slit. Baba was in very bad shape. And he had this accident and he said that it was necessary for me to undergo this in America. He shed my blood on American soil.